Welcome to the XTNG channel. I'm Tom, and today we're testing a traditional carb that's been praised by countless enthusiasts. The Keihin PWK 36S short body Airstriker carb, paired with the highly acclaimed JD Jetting high-performance jet kit. This carb is currently equipped with the JD Jet Kit, model JDK H45A. Before this test, we experimented with various main and pilot jets, different needles, and needle clip positions. The altitude is approximately 1,200 meters, and the temperature is 17 C63F. The final setup is as follows: slow jet, 38. Main jet, 162. Jet needle, red. Jet needle setting, third clip position. Air adjust screw, 0.5 turn. The bike we're using is a 2017 Yamaha YZ250X with the following setup: OEM cylinder and cylinder head with 21 hours of total runtime. OEM 13-tooth front sprocket and 50-tooth rear sprocket. Low flashpoint Motul 710. Full synthetic 2-stroke oil. Fuel, 92 octane. Ethanol-free, unleaded gasoline. Fuel-to-oil ratio, 50:1. As usual, we'll test the bike's torque output at extremely low RPMs in both 1S and 2N gears. The lower the RPM it can sustain, the better the torque performance. Let's dive into the test.
看一下它的怠速的一个油门响应都是非常棒的，没有什么任何问题。低档啊
1SD, no clutch.
哦，低速非常好。可以 ，very good。
The front wheel lifts off the ground with ease, indicating decent torque performance.
咱们看一下它的极限地转。
Pay attention to the ERPM gauge.
1800，我感觉有点费劲啊。1680、1500、1380、1320。
The engine stalled at 1,320 RPM. Based on the current torque output, I believe this setup performs slightly better than the stock jetting kit from Keihin, Japan. While you might achieve similar results with trial and error, the JD jetting kit definitely saves you a lot of time and money. Let's try again and see how low the RPM can go without stalling. One skier, no clutch. Watch the ERPM gauge.
这边2000转很轻松。1680、1800、1680、1620、1560、1320。
Once again, the engine stalled at 1,320 RPM. It seems it cannot sustain operation below this threshold. I can confidently say that in 1S gear, the low RPM torquey performance of this Japanese-made PWK 36 carb with the JD jetting kit falls short compared to the Billitrone Pro 38 Smart Carb SC236 and Gen 3 Plus 36 we tested previously. The difference in torque is unmistakable. Based on these tests, if you expect the engine to climb to the top of a hill without stalling, the minimum RPM must stay above 1,500. Let's move on to 2N gear, no clutch.
这个要冲起来才可以起头，没起也不行。
It's difficult to get the front wheel off the ground unless you maintain relatively high engine RPM and shift your body weight to compensate.
这块必须得2千多转，不然你上不来了。我靠！
The engine stalled here at around 1800 RPM. Frankly, the low RPM torque performance of the PWK 36S is very disappointing. Its torque in 2N gear is even weaker than the Gene 3 Plus 38. Let's try again. Two in gear, no clutch.
哎，这明显低音没有其他的2档好。2520，1560。
The engine stalled again at 1800 RPM. I can confirm that the engine cannot sustain operation below 1800 RPM. Even when I maintained some forward momentum earlier, it wasn't enough to keep the bike moving. This proves the torque is quite poor. The top-end performance is decent, but I noticed that once it reaches a certain RPM, the engine enters a relatively flat power band. This is similar to the Bilotron Pro 38 we tested before. However, the SC236 and Gene 3 Plus 36 allow the RPM to climb continuously at the top end, giving them a clear advantage in top-end performance. Additionally, this carb transitions from low RPM to high RPM very quickly and aggressively. While this might appeal to some riders, most enduro riders prefer a more linear power delivery. Metering rod carbs excel in delivering smooth, linear power, and in this regard, the difference between them is very clear. Let's try the 2N gear test again. 2N gear, no clutch.
很难洗。咱们看一下它的极限低转速。12400。 1620 1680 1800
The engine stalled at 1800 RPM. The steepest section of the slope is near the top, and while you might have noticed the RPM dropping as low as 1560 in other parts, this was only possible because those sections were relatively flat. Based on this torque performance, if you aim to climb to the top of the hill in one go, we can confirm that the minimum RPM near the top of the slope must not drop below 2040. Finally, let's test the fuel efficiency of this carb. When it comes to fuel consumption, this carb really surprised us. It achieved a maximum range of 101.5 kilometers, making it the most fuel-efficient carb we've ever tested. This fuel efficiency is likely attributed to the optimization provided by the JD Jetting Jet Kit. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.